Hey everybody, Stu Smith here. I am doing a solo combat swimmer stroke critique session today. My buddy Eric and I could not meet up on same schedules, and I'm backed up with a lot of videos here that I haven't responded to. So I apologize for that. But hopefully we'll get Eric Burks back on here. Great guy. If you're not familiar with who he is, check out the description below because I am tagging him with his information. Instagram, he's former Master Chief, retired Navy SEAL, one of the best swimmers that was at our team. But anyway, he couldn't make it. So I'm doing this solo. So let's get right to it. And let's see if I can share my screen on one of these swimmers. Let's start off here. Let me mute this first. All right. So we are looking at top arm, bottom arm, kick and glide. Not too bad. It's got a decent kick off this thing. You could streamline. Okay, see that turn around there? He just did a 270 when all he really needed to do was a 180, or actually a 90. If you take a look at his position there, he goes all the way around against the grain, turns around and goes. So you don't want to do that. You want to look up a term called open turn. And what he would do here is instead of going to his left, he just turns to his right, and it's a much easier turnaround. That saves a lot of time. You do that in a 25-yard pool for a 500-yard swim or a meter swim for that matter. That's probably what he's doing there is adding about 20 to 30 seconds onto a swim just by holding on to that wall for so long, taking the time to turn around, kick off, and go. So you can drop 20, 30 seconds right there by just searching open turn. All right, let's see how this kickoff looks. Good. Keeps his head down, top arm. Okay. Notice this arm pull here. Looks like he's just doing a jumping jack. All right. So that muscle group that he is using right there is really just his shoulders. All right. What you really want to do is you want to get in there and act like you're doing a muscle up, pulling with your lats first, right? Then transitioning and pushing with your triceps. So it doesn't look like you're doing a jumping jack. It looks like you're doing a muscle up. All right. But you're trying to use your arms like two oars, and you get them perpendicular in the water, right? And you're just pulling and pushing using multiple muscle groups versus just the little small muscles of the shoulder. So this doesn't produce a lot of power, and it produces the forces in multiple directions. So when you're going out this way, right, you're just pushing water this way, which does nothing for you. You're not really going forward until you're down to here, pushing down. With this version, you get down in here like that, and you already start pulling water past you versus this omnidirectional pulling. So that's a big mistake a lot of people make. So I wanted to point that out. All right. Transitioning into the strokes pretty good. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi pull. Needs to hold the glide a little longer just for efficiency purposes. But overall not horrible. I give it a B minus, right? He's got most of the technique down, the timing down. He just needs to work on a few little things, and he'll figure that out. But for the most part, he's got the stroke down, so not too bad. All right, let's try this again with a different swimmer. All right, not sure what's going on here. All right, here we go. Good. Yeah, it's all right. Decent kickoff. See how his head's popping up or looking up too much? Those little dolphin kicks, I'm not sure what they did. They didn't do anything, just a waste of energy. So either get good at dolphin kick or just don't do them. Right? Yeah, it doesn't look good. Okay, notice that transition, right? Notice how he just stops right there. Like he has just had to recreate all that momentum again that he just created off this wall. He's moving great off the wall until he starts stroking. And watch this. You see why he did that? All his arms are out here when he recovers, and that's just like putting on the brakes. You got to be real tight on your streamline no matter what part of the stroke you're in. See how far his arm is away from his chest? His hand should be rubbing his stomach and chest all the way up until they're in this streamline position. You'll see it better over here. Once again, stops. Yep. I mean, he's shooting the water pretty good, but he could still be a lot tighter on his streamline. The kick doesn't look bad. I just think that his streamline is pretty weak, so it's not producing a lot of glide for him. Whew. Okay. Let's try this again. Man, I tell you, this is not the easiest thing to do here. Where's all my... Oh, let me just transition into this little drill. This is one of my favorite drills. If you haven't seen this one yet, water polo players do it quite often, actually. And it's basically a 5-gallon jug. So it starts off about 40 pounds. Really hard if you try to fill it up. In fact, most guys have to use 2 hands just to get it over their head. And you can only tread it for about 20 seconds. But while you're treading it, it's pouring water all over your face. So it's almost like you're harassing yourself while you tread water, and you're getting pretty good at treading water because it starts off pretty hard. And then, the longer you can get it up there over your head, the longer you can get water to pour out of it. Now, sometimes you may have to rest with it back in the water position. Get a couple breaths, bring it back up, try it again. And eventually it's light enough to do it with one hand, and you can use the other hand to help you. This is a good little drill, man. I really enjoyed this one. Not bad at all. Let's see. Let me find the other swimmers. Let's try this one. All right. We got a swimmer who kicks off the wall. Oh, a real swimmer up top. Oh, I didn't even see this. Look at that. When we talk about streamline, I'm not even going to critique this, guys. Just notice the female swimmer up top. She kicks off the wall 3 or 4 seconds behind him. Look at that. That is streamline there. Then she comes up and she does butterfly, which is beyond me how anybody does that. So, all right. So work on your streamline so it looks like swimmer number 2 up there. But it's not bad. I will say his streamline is not horrible. See all those little extra flutter kicks? He doesn't need to do that. Just keep your feet together. All right. So we got top arm, bottom arm, kick and glide. This is pretty good. Let's see. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, pull. Yeah, he's got a good glide. He's constantly moving after that kick. That's really good. He's got some good swim shorts on. That's probably helping him do that. No drag. And then he's got a decent streamline position that allows for this glide to go on for 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, pull. And he's traveling at that yard per second pace because this is a 48, 49 second swim. Very good. I like that one. That was good. All right, let's check out this one. All right, feet everywhere. First thing I noticed. All right, okay. So when you do that dolphin kick, you want to do the dolphin kick before you do the double arm pull. Just works better that way. It's not very effective. So double arm pull. Don't do that dolphin kick there. Do it before the double arm pull. Then come up Hey, that's a really good transition, though. You notice you did not stop moving. He went right into the stroke, which a lot of people stop moving because of their streamline gets off. They pop straight up to breathe. He's got a nice little angle there. This looks really good, actually. Yeah, he's going to be pretty fast. So top arm, bottom arm, kick and glide. It's got a good 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi pull. Good timing. I like this stroke. Count his strokes on the way back. See how he does. Good kick off the wall, double arm pull. Yeah, do the dolphin kick before the double arm pull. There's 2. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi pull. 3. 4. Kicks a little off. Not quite sure what's going on there. Yeah, it's a few extra kicks. It's a little not as fast as I thought it would be. Let's see what's going on with this kick from this side. Looks like that back leg. Notice how you could try to point your toe a little bit more and kick more with the top of your foot versus man, that's a hard one to even see. My suggestion is get on a pair of fins and practice this stroke with a pair of scuba fins on, because it will most likely correct your kick, because you can't do that with a pair of fins on. It's a little bit awkward. I'm not sure if it's an ankle mobility issue or if it's you're just not kicking big enough. But it's not bad overall. Pretty smooth, actually. Let's see who this guy is. Kick off the wall, good streamline, quit moving those feet. You're not doing anything. Good double arm pull there. That was nice. See it different from the other double arm pull we mentioned? All right, so top arm, bottom arm, kick and glide. Too high on the elbow. Keep that elbow underwater. As a classic shark fin. Not that it's a horrible thing that you got to fix. It's pretty easy to fix, actually. But somebody will call you on it and potentially disqualify you for swimming if you do it for a whole 500. Good turnaround. See, that's an open turn, like we discussed earlier. Good double arm pull. Oh, guess that's it. Let's see. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi pull. Good glide. All those little extra flutter kicks aren't really needed. Just kick once. You know, if you were to do the math there, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're kicking like 4 times every stroke. You're probably going to get about 300 kicks in a 500-yard swim. So try to reduce that. That's a lot of extra kicking that's not needed. Let's check out this one. I think it's a local guy. Came in. Oh, good. Streamline. Wow. Okay. So he didn't even do the double arm pull and he was kicked off the wall. Reason why, he had a good streamline. Notice kicking off the wall, one hand on top of the other, head down, top arm. He came up there right there at that yellow marker as well. Top arm, bottom arm, kick and glide. Kick's okay. I would suggest the same thing. Put on a pair of fins and maybe see if you can fix it a little bit. Looks like it's just you're kicking, but you're not going anywhere. Hold that glide for 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi pull, but you don't go for 2 yards when you're gliding. You should be at that yard per second pace even during the glide position. I think you're just missing water with that top leg. You see that? Just you're not hitting it right. Back leg should be pushing water down. The top leg should be grabbing water and having you glide. I would put on a pair of fins. I think you're just need to correct your kick, and a pair of fins will help you do that. It will establish a better scissor kick for you, and you learn how to push water with that top leg and push water with that bottom leg using the bottom and the top respectively on that one. Let's see. Like I said, I told you I had a few of these things in here. I don't know if I showed this one or not. Yeah, I did show this one. I think I had one more up top in my list here. There we go. Let's see what this one looks like. Good. Kick off the wall. Double arm pull. Just do one dolphin kick. You don't need to do two. Good transition. You see that? Didn't lose any momentum at all. Nice. Top arm, bottom arm, kick and glide. Good glide position. Hold that glide. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, pull. Okay, so you do have some big kicking issues going on. You got a big scissor kick there that works. Notice you're gliding after that kick, but while you're gliding, you're doing these big flutter kicks, almost like you're got a pair of fins on. Because if you got a pair of fins on right now, that is how you would kick. You would just do a scissor kick or bunch of flutter kicks in between, getting all of that unit of propulsion done with a pair of fins on. I think, yeah, for you need to practice more without fins and quit all that extra kicking, because with fins, that would be near perfect, right? Because that's what you want to do. You just want to keep kicking while you're swimming, and just use your arms whenever you need to breathe. So it regulates your breathing whenever you do that. So yeah. But that was good. I think if you did the math on that, it was still a little slow, but I think it's a meter pool. So I think he's still at a yard per second. You got to remember this. If this is a meter pool, which I'm pretty sure it is, that's 55 yards almost. So if you're only getting 55 seconds in a 25-meter pool round trip down and back, which is 50 meters, it's 55 yards, you're getting 55 seconds. That means you're at a yard per second. So don't fret it. If you think you're in a yard pool and you're doing that, then it's a different story. You've got to work on the yard per second pace. But if you're at 55, 56 seconds in a meter pool, that's actually pretty good. And that's probably going to get you in that 820, 830 zone for the CSS. So with that, I'll put some combat swimmer stroke articles in the description below on a lot of the issues we've had, because I've written several things. There's a lot of common mistakes people make, whether it's the kick, it's the arm pull, it's the pull out, it's the bottom arm movement, streamline. All of those things kind of go into play in you fixing your combat swimmer stroke. But primarily, one of the best things to do is learn how to do freestyle and turn to breathe, right? Don't pop your head up to breathe. Turn to breathe, because that is the first movement of the CSS. That top arm pull and your head turning is same as freestyle stroke or crawl stroke. The bottom arm is more like a breaststroke, more of a skull versus a full stroke all the way down, and then you got to bring it up. And then the kick is a scissor kick or a breaststroke kick. You can do either one. Just with fins, you have to use a scissor kick, or you could do a dolphin kick if you wanted, with a pair of fins on. Yeah, work on that streamline. Shoulder mobility matters. Ankle mobility matters. If your kick is a little funky, it could be ankle mobility issues. That's why swimming with fins helps. Shoulder mobility, if you can't do this with your biceps on your ears and your one hand over top of the other like that, you're out here like this with your head up. I mean, tell me what looks better, this when I'm coming at you, or this? All right, you're in the water, water's hitting you right in your forehead, in your face, while your head's looking up. It's just like putting on the brakes when you swim. So all right, so I missed Eric on this one. I wish we could have worked our timelines a little bit better, but hopefully next week we'll be able to do that with some more video. But send your videos in, and I'll either answer them immediately by email, or I'll put them on the show and just try to talk about it a little bit further for more people, especially if you have a very common error that's easily correctable. So, all right, with that, you guys check out stewsmithfitness.com. There's a whole lot of articles and videos in there for combat swimmer stroke and other stuff as well. And YouTube channel, Instagram, I always post some swim videos in there as well too. So, all right, with that, I'm out of here. Have a good day. We'll see you next time.